All right, so let's go ahead and continue where we last left off. So in this case, right, we just finished our sales of the 200 mugs, right? We updated our inventory, right? So we only have 400 units left. Okay, so let's see what happened next. On June 20th, customer A decides to pay in full with cash. Okay, so in this case, let's see when we actually sold to customer A. Let's see, we sold to customer A on June 10th, right? And we gave customer A 15 days to pay. So in this case, how many days is 15 days later?
Is that 25?
25. So in this case, right, did customer A make any returns or any allowances? In this case, no.
No.
So if customer A is deciding to pay on the 20th of June, did customer A make the discount period, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, they did. So in this case, we need to go ahead and take a look at customers A's information to see how much we're going to give her a discount. Because in this case, we offered her a 10% discount on her total sales. So let's take a look in our journal. We sold to customer A on June 10. So here it is. Account receivable to customer A. Sales was $2,500. Tax was $206.25, giving a grand total of $2,705.25. So in this case, right, I get to give her a 10% discount. So how do I record this transaction if they're paying me in cash? Oh, and here, let me show you the chart of accounts of what options you have.
We're getting pay, so we're using checking.
She paid with cash.
Oh, so we're gonna use cash.
Okay, good.
And then we are giving them sales discount.
We're giving them a discount.
And then we are reducing their balance, account receivable, to 0.
Good.
And then we also need to give them a sales tax back on the discount amount that we are giving them.
Yes, because what we originally did was we charged them tax based on the full amount of sales. In this case, because they're paying on time, we gave them terms, so we gave them a condition. Now that customer A has met that condition, right? We have to go back and revise the amount of tax because we didn't sell to customer A for the full priced amount. We are going to charge them at a discounted price. So therefore, because we originally charged customer A for the full tax, we have to give a portion of that tax money back. So good. So let me see. So sales discount is $405. Okay. All right. So let's acknowledge this. So we're on page 2 here. It is June 20th. We're receiving cash because that's what customer A used to pay us. Okay. We're going to be giving them a sales discount because they met the discount due date. So therefore, they're going to receive a 10% discount. We're going to give them their sales tax money back because we originally charged on their account the full price of the whole entire sales at original sales price. But now that we're discounting them, right, we need to give them a portion of the money back. And what are we doing? We're going to be reducing the amount that customer A owes me, right? So we're going to reduce the account receivable account. Okay. So in this case, right, we already saw what the amount that we charged them, right? So customer A, we charged them for sales to be a total of $2,500 with a tax of $206.25. So how much am I going to be discounting? Since I gave them a 10% discount, how much am I going to be discounting? How much can I discount?
10%, right?
10% of what?
2,500.
I can only discount the sales price, right? No, you cannot discount sales tax, right? Because that's a government, that's a government responsibility, right? You cannot discount sales tax. So in this case, I can only discount the sales, which in this case, I charged a total of $2,500. So that means I can only discount 10% of the $2,500. All right. I also have to acknowledge how much does customer A actually owe me. In this case, customer A owes me $2706.25, right? We have to record that much information down. So in this case, how much does customer A owe me? $2706.25, right? And how much is the discount are we actually going to take off of the account if we know that we're going to only discount 10% of $2,500?
$250.
You're going to discount $250, and how much tax is going to be taken off?
Mine came up with $20.63.
$20.63. So therefore, how much cash should I be receiving from customer A?
So the balance is $2,435.63.
Good. Best way to do it is use the debit and credit rule, right? I'm missing a number to equal my total credits of $2,706.25, right? So what I can do is I can take my $2,706.25 and I can subtract the discount and subtract the tax that I have to give back. And that's going to give me a total of $2,435.62. So that's going to give me my even amount of the $2,706.25. Good. So in this case, I can make a note here. Customer A paid in full and received a 10% discount. Okay. Now, question to you. Do I need to adjust my inventory?
No, because she just paid what she owes us.
Correct, right? There's no other, we didn't sell to customer A because we already record that we sold them to them, right? They're just simply paying for what they owe. So this has no relations in regards to inventory or cost of goods sold. Okay? So in this case, we can go ahead and move on to the next situation. Okay? So where are we? We are on June 20th, okay? And apart from customer A paying in full with cash, we end up selling an additional 250 mugs at $10 each for cash. So, right, we've done this transaction before. So I think that's just exactly enough space to record this transaction here for the same day. Right, that should bring us right to the bottom right here. Good, perfectly. So it's June 20th, right? And we sold We sold 250 mugs at $10 each on June 20th. Okay? So in this case, if I sold 250 mugs for $10 each, what's my grand total sales? Right? We've seen this exact transaction, right, with customer A because we sold to customer A the same exact amount, right? We sold 250 units to customer A. So in this case, we should get 2,500. All right? How much sales tax was charged?
$206.25.
Let's do this again. Okay, $206.25. So we should receive 2706.25, right? Which is the exact what we charged for customer A. But this time, our only difference is our cost of goods sold is going to be different, right? So let's go into our inventory worksheet to solve for selling those 250 units on June 21st. Okay? So in this case, right, I have 400 units available, right? 300 in my first batch, and then I have 100 of my extra large coffee mugs right here in my second batch. So in this case, I sold regular coffee mugs. So which batch of inventory am I going to take out from? Right? The only batch I technically have for regular coffee, which is my 300 batch at $3.755263. Okay. So in this case, what is my grand total cost of goods sold if I sold 250 units at $3.755262?
$938.82.
93882. So therefore, what is 300 minus 250? You have 50 units remaining at, okay, so 1126.58. Wait, hold on. Was that 1126? I forgot. 1126.58 minus your 938.82, and that's going to give you a grand total of 187.76 left remaining for the 50 units. Okay. So 93882 is my cost of goods sold for the 250 units. 93882. 93882. Okay, is what's going to cost me to sell those 250 units. Okay. So in this case, I can go ahead and move on to my page 3 here. So let's see what happened next. June 21st, we end up purchasing 750 mugs at $3.80 each with a freight cost of $80 and on an account from Cuppies Co. Terms are 5% 15, net 30. Okay. So what happened here? I made a purchase of 750 mugs at $3.80 with a freight of $80. Okay, 750 mugs on an account. Right? So once again, you've seen this transaction before. Only difference is the numbers have changed. So, page 3, I got some mugs. Okay. This time I purchased 750 mugs. Okay, at $3.80 with the freight of $80. Okay, I still got the 5%, 15 net 30 terms here. So in this case, what is my grand total purchases for my mugs?
$2,930.
2930. Good. Okay. 2930. All right. So now that I have that, let's go ahead and plug my technically third batch of inventory, right? Because we're on the 21st. So I purchased 750 units at $3.80. Okay. With a freight of 80. Okay. So purchase price is $28.50 plus 80 will give you your $2,930, right? So in this case, because this is my third batch of inventory, I need to solve for my cost per item. So in this case, what is my total cost per item here?
I have 3.906667.
Okay. So in this case, that's exactly what I gotta do. I gotta copy and paste this in here because I have 750 units. Okay, costing me 3.906666 here. And I have a choice. I can either just multiply them across or I could just type in my grand total cost, which is the 2,930. So since the rest of my tables are just being copied, or my total cost here, and I'm doing my calculations there, I'm going to keep it consistent and just copy that number in there. Okay, even though I know each batch per item is not going to change, I'm still just going to go ahead and do that, since the calculations like that is much easier, or since I'm consistently doing this. So in this case, by adding that 750 units in there, we have a total of 900 units at a grand total cost of $3,484.01. Okay. So now that I have that, okay, we can go ahead and see what happened next. Okay, so that was on the 21st. Okay. Next, we have here on the 24th of June, customer B decides to pay in full with cash. So let's take a look at customer B. When did we sell to customer B? We sold to them on June 16, right? However, a few days later, a couple days later, customer B decided to return 100 mugs for a full refund. So in this case, we adjusted their amount of how much they owe me, right? Because we gave them a refund for the 100 mugs that we sold to them. Now in this case, right, but we also gave them terms of a 10%, 10 net 30. Now in this case, what date does customer B have to pay me on in order to receive the 10% discount?
26.
26. So in this case, they're paying on the 24th. So did customer B make the discount due date?
I think he made it.
Yes, he did, because if it's the 26th, right, they paid on the 24th. They had 2 days left before their discount opportunity expired. So in this case, we have to go through the materials one more time to see what we actually charge customer B, and then solve from there how much, which one we're going to actually discount. So in this case, right, we are looking at a 10% discount. So let's take a look at what we charged customer B. Okay. Since we sold to customer B on the 16th of June, right? So here it is, customer B. So we originally charged customer B a total of $6,495, right? And then we end up refunding customer B for $1,082.50. So that means we adjusted the amount that we adjusted his account balance, right? So in this case, let's take a look. We sold originally 600 units, right? And then we end up returning 100 units. So how many units did we actually sell to customer B? If we originally sold to him 600 units and we end up returning 100, how many units did we actually sell to customer B?
He kept 500 pieces.
Exactly. So in this case, right, and how much did we originally charge each item?
$10.
We sold them for $10. So in this case, we can only discount the sales price, right? So I have to figure out what 500 units times 100 or times 10 is, right? And multiply it by the 10%. All right? So in this case, we've already done this before, right? We've given a discount to customer A. So in this case, it's exactly what we're going to do for customer B because they also paid in cash as well. So that's what I'm going to do. Copy the transaction from customer A. And I'm also going to paste it here because this is what is happening on June 24th. Customer B this time is making a payment. So customer B paid in full and is receiving the 10% discount. Okay. So in this case, right, we know that the discount is going to be based off of the 500 units that we sold at $10 each. So what is my total discount?
It's $500.
Right? And based off that $500, how much sales tax money do we need to give back?
$20.63.
Okay. Wait, do it again?
Oh, sorry. It's $41.25.
Okay, $41.25.
Yes.
Okay. And we now also need to solve for how much customer B actually owes me, right? So in this case, let's go back. If we originally charged customer B a grand total of 6,495, right? But we end up giving them a refund for $1,082.50, right? So how much does customer B actually owe me? So 6495 minus 108250. How much does customer B actually owe me?
The difference is $5,412.50.
Good. So in this case, right, if customer B is going to pay me, how much money should I be actually receiving from this sales?
$4,871.25.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and utilize my debits equal my credits method. So starting out with the $5,412.50 minus out the discount of $500 minus the $41.25 that they have to give back for the tax. They owe me, or they're going to be giving me a total of $4,871.25. And customer B paid in full and received a 10% discount. All right. So that was the 24. Nothing else happened there. So then on the 26th of June, you had a summer sale. All mugs are 50% off discount, okay? And of course, you end up selling a total of 650 mugs for cash. How do we record this? So for June 26th, we end up having a summer sale. All mugs are 50% off discount. And you sold a grand total of 650 mugs. Okay. For cash, right? So, how do I recognize this in-store sales?
There was cash. There's sales discount we gave out.
Yes.
And then we also made a sale.
Yes.
They also collected the sales tax.
Good. So in this case, because this is in-store sales, you charge the sales tax after the discount, right? That's the rule, right? Because this isn't an instance where we're giving a discount for someone who pays at after the bill, right? This is we're charging it at time of service. So in this case, that's why we have to record the sales tax payable at the very end, okay? So in this case, cash is 102. Discount is 405. Sales is 401. Sales tax payable is 230. Okay. So in this case, what was my original price? If I sold everything at original price, what was it if I sold a total of 650 mugs? What's my total sales?
$6,500.
Right? In this case, we need to record the original amount of sales first, then discount it, then calculate the tax based on the discounted price. So in this case, if I originally sold 650 units at $10 per item, right? We got to look at original sales price first, right? It's just like looking at your receipt. It gets charged at that full price first, then there's a line that discounts you, and then there's the line for tax. Okay, so there you go, 6,500. Now, if my discount was 50% off, how much is my total discount for?
$3,250.
Okay, so again, you can go ahead and do your math here real quick to get you your subtotal, because you are going to be using the discounted price to charge the sales tax, right? Because that's how much you actually sold. So in this case, what is the total amount of tax based on the discounted price? of $3,250.
I have $268.13.
Okay, so how much cash should I be receiving from my sales on this day? What's my total amount of cash that I should be receiving?
It's 3518.13.
Okay. So however you figure out, whether you just take the discounted price plus the tax, right, that will give you the amount of cash. I like to use the debit credit system. So I'm going to add up my total credits here and subtract my debit to get you me a total of $3,518.13, right? Which is the same thing as the 3,250 plus 268.13, right? You get the same answer. So in this case, how do I record this? I'm going to make sure that I put this in there saying summer sales discount, all mugs 50% off. Okay. Oh, and then how many did you sell? Sold 650 mugs. Okay. So if I sold 650 mugs, what does that mean? If I sold 650 mugs, what does that mean?
We sold the 650 mark from the last batch we received.
Good. So in this case, I need to adjust my inventory, okay, to take out that 650 mugs that we sold. Whoops, not to customer B. Okay. So in this case, let's go ahead and figure that amount out. So if I, on the 26th, sold 650 mugs, right? Right now, if we use the rules of LIFO, I technically have 3 batches of inventory, right? First one's at 50. Second one is that 100 that's carrying my extra large coffee mugs in. And then I have my last purchase of the 750 units that I just purchased recently. So you said that we're going to take out from the batch of 750 because that's the batch I just last purchased. So in this case, it's going to cost me $3.9066666667. So let's go ahead and figure out what that's going to cost me here. Okay. So what is my total cost of goods sold if I sold 650 units at $3.906666?
I have $2,539.33.
Good. $2,539.33. 25, 39, 33.
We didn't make that much money on that one.
No, we didn't. Okay, so in this case, 100, right? 650 minus 750 minus 650 will give you 100 units left, right? I'm at 2930 minus this right here, right? Or you could simply think about it. There's 100 units left at $3.9066. That should give you 390.67, right? Right. So that's how much I have left. So that means in grand total, I sold a total of 25,3933. Okay. If you actually think about it, yes, we didn't make that much profit because right now each item is going to cost me roughly 91 cents per cup, right? And since we discounted everything 50% off, I mean, we still made a profit, just not that much, like you just said, because that's $1.10 profit we just made. But at the end of the day, that's the reality of inventory. Is some people aren't looking to buy cups for $10. They'd rather buy cups at $5 even, or even $2. Okay? People always want to look for the best value for their dollar. So in this case, a lot of people decided to just buy a bunch of cups because they saw it and they knew that the original price of it was $10, and $5 for this cup would be worth it. So in this case, we sold a grand total of $2,539.33. Okay? So that's what I need to record. 25, 39, and 33 cents, right? 25, 39, 33. Okay? Good. All right. So let's see what happened here on the 28th of June here. So the 28th of June, right? Customer C wants to buy out all 100 of the large 16-ounce coffee mugs from us for $10 each, okay, from you. And of course, because they got rid of the inventory off your hands, you offered them a kindly additional discount of 10%, okay? And he ended up paying with a credit card, Visa payable. Or I'm sorry, not Visa payable. They end up paying with a Visa credit card. Okay, so in this case, customer C wants to buy all 100 of the extra large 16-ounce cup off of you. You gave them a 10% discount, and they paid using their Visa credit card. Okay. So what happens when they pay with a Visa credit card? Where does the money go?
Don't we always think it's a checking
Mm-hmm.
when we get paid by the credit card?
Mm-hmm. It's going to go straight to checking. So in this case, account number 101. Right? What else do we need to recognize?
We gave them discount, so sales discount.
Mm-hmm.
But we also made a sales, and then we collected the sales tax.
Good. So in this case, very similar to this transaction above here, except the only difference is the money went straight to our checking account instead of the cash account, right? Because in this case, a credit card transaction is not the same thing as a cash transaction, right? Oops, I need to go one more down. Okay, because I got to put checking here. And this is on June 28th. Okay. So in this case, if I sold all 100 mugs at $10 each, what's my total here for sales?
$1,000.
Okay. So what's 10% of $1,000? Because that's how much I discounted.
$100.
So in this case, the total amount that I actually sold was $900. Oop, wrong there. There we go, $900. So how much tax am I going to charge based on that discounted price of $900?
I got $74.25.
Good. So how much money should I be receiving from the sales?
$974.25.
Good. Right? There you go again. This plus this minus this will give you $974.25. Okay, let's go ahead and adjust this too because we did not have a summer sale. What did we do? We sold 100 extra large mugs to customer C, okay, for 10% discount. Okay. And how did they pay? I'm going to say paid with Visa credit card, right? Because why is the money coming to the checking account? Is it through an electronics funds transfer? Did they give us a check? What did they give us? In this case, I specified how they paid us. They paid us with a Visa credit card. Okay. So in this case, I need to now adjust for selling 100 of those coffee mugs. So in this case, how do I adjust this? We know for a fact that the second batch of our inventory at $3.6625, which gives us a grand total of $366.25. We're going to get rid of that entire thing because that is my extra large batch of coffee mugs, right? So in this case, we already know we're going to sell a total of $366.25, right? We're going to get rid of this second batch of inventory here. Okay, so that means I can go ahead and get rid of this second batch of inventory right here. So I have 50 left remaining from my first batch, and I have 100 in my last batch. Okay? So I need to record 366.25. 366.25. Last but not least, let's see what happened here. On June 30th, you decided to pay off all 3 bills that you owe to Cuppies Co. all on one check. Check number 201. Okay? And of course, you have a total of 150 units left on hand. So, we're going to make a payment to all 3 bills. So let's go ahead and calculate all 3 bills, or let's search what happened to all 3 of them. Okay. So the first one I did here was make a purchase on June 3rd, okay, for the 1,000 units. But on June 5th, we end up returning 50 of those units, which adjusted our total accounts payable. Right? So we need to figure out what the adjusted amount is. Second thing is, well, if Cuppies Co. gave me a 5% discount opportunity if I paid within 15 days, did I make the discount or did I miss the discount?
It's overdue for the discount day.
Yes. But here's what we need to keep in mind is they gave us 30 days to pay. So that means this would have been due on July 3rd regardless.
Yes.
So we're still going to make an early payment.
Yes.
But
we won't get the discount.
Yeah, but we don't get the discount. So we need to figure out what the adjusted amount is here. Okay. Then we made another purchase on June 12th, which we purchased 500 units. But we end up getting a discount off of 100 of them because they shipped us the wrong item. So in this case right here is another discounted price. Now, in this case, they gave us another term for this bill to give us a 5% opportunity if we paid in 15 days. Did I make the discount due date or no?
I think we missed it by a day.
We missed it by, let me see, we missed it by 3 days because 15 days after the 12th is going to give me the 27th.
Oh, it's on the 30th. Yes.
Yes, and we paid on the 30th, so they just missed it by 3 days. So in this case, we just have to figure out what the adjusted amount here gives me a grand total of. Okay? And then last but not least, we made a purchase on the 21st of June. Looks like here we didn't make any returns or any adjustments to it. So we purchased 750 units at $3.80. And they also gave us terms again, 5% discount opportunity if we paid within 15 days. So in this case, did we make or miss the discount here?
We are making it.
We made the discount. So in this case, we got the discount because in this case they would have said that you have until July 6th to make the discount, but we paid early because we said why not just pay all of them at once. So in this case, yes, we made the discount. So we need to figure out which amount are we going to be discounting for the third batch, okay? And because we're writing a check, right? So what am I going to be expected to know when I'm journalizing this? If I'm going to pay all 3 bills that we owe to Cuppy's Co., and we're going to pay it all on one paycheck. I'm sorry, one check, not a paycheck. So in this case, what should I be looking at for my journal here?
We are, first of all, reducing our amount of account payable.
Good. So we're going to be debiting my accounts payable.
And we are also getting some discount on discount day.
Okay, so where would I take this discount out from?
We are doing it mugs.
Yes, because originally for the purchase that we made on the 21st, we actually put the whole entire amount for the full price. In this case, we have to take the discount out from our mugs account. Good. And last but not least,
we're actually taking money out of checking to pay the bill.
Yes, because we're writing a check which takes money out from our checking account. Okay? So let's go ahead and figure out what my grand total amount of accounts payable is. So starting from the very first one, so here we are, right? This was our very first transaction. We originally were charged a total of $3,750. But because we end up returning a total of 50 mugs, that reduced our amount by $182.50. So that means this bill that we're looking at here, it's going to cost me $3,567.50. Okay? So that's bill number 1. Bill number 2 was on the 12th, right? We originally were charged a grand total of $19.25, but because we end up getting a discount on 100 of those coffee mugs, right? We end up reducing our account by $93.75. So that gave me $18.31.25 as a remaining balance. And let's see, and then we just made our third purchase on the 21st. Okay, so in this case, the 21st, here it is. So we got charged a total of $2,930. No refunds here. So let's go ahead and calculate my grand total amount of accounts payable that I owe to all 3 bills here. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to go up my columns here, right? My first bill cost me $3,567.50. My second bill cost me $1831.25, and my third bill cost me $2,930 right here. Okay, so in grand total, I should have a total of $8,328.75, right? Okay. Now, we need to figure out how much my discount is going to be off of my third batch of inventory. So my third batch right here, I paid $2,930. How much can I discount?
Half of 38 cents, right, per cup.
Half of 38 cents?
Yeah, because 10% of each cup is 38 cents.
Well, in this case, my vendor only gave me a 5% discount.
Yeah, so half of 38% is equal to 5%, isn't it?
Repeat that. Half?
Well, the way I was thinking is 10% of 380 is 38 cents, and half of 10% is 5%, which is half of 38 cents. So each cup get half of 38 cents off.
Okay, so what's your grand total here?
So my discount was $142.50.
Let me see. How much did you purchase? You purchased 750 units. So you just multiplied that to get 142.50. Okay. Let's see if that is true. So in this case, right, if we know this much information, okay? So if I know I purchase a grand total of 750 units at $3.80, right? That was my original price, right?
Yes.
And I'm only discounting 5%. Yes. So if you solved it that way, which is a little more complicated, but I understand I do understand what you're coming from.
Okay.
Again, you're doing it by the per item. I'm doing it by overall how much it cost me.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing because percentages usually are they're prorated, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter whether you do it by per item or by total amount. You're still the 5% still going to be 5%. So in this case, you got $142.50 discount.
Yeah.
So then, how much should you actually end up paying Cuppies Co?
I have 8186.25.
Okay, 8186.
86.25.
Excellent. So I'm going to go ahead and make my note here. I made a payment to Cuppies Co. Right? Paid all 3 purchases. Okay. I did one on June 3rd, and I did one on June 12th, and the last one was on June 21st, right? And we received a 5% discount on purchase made on June 21st. And how did I pay it? I paid them using check number 201. Okay. All right. Good. So before we finish the rest of this, right, I have to make another adjustment to inventory because I am paying the purchase made on June 21st discounted. So in this case, I need to adjust my inventory accordingly. So right now we're on June 30th, right? Obviously, a discount's not going to affect the quantity, but we know this is for the $3.80, right? So here, my total. I'm going to go ahead and put in here, right? You could either copy the purchase price of the $2,850, or you could go ahead and do the $750. But I'm going to put a negative, right? $750 times $380, okay? Multiplied by the 5% discount. That's going to give me my $142.50. Now, in this case, which account am I going to apply that to?
The last batch of 100.
We're going to apply it to the last batch of 100. So that means whatever 390.67 is, 390.67 minus this, in this case I have to add it, the discount of the $142.50, right, to give me a remainder of $248.17. And what do I have to do here? I also have to adjust that. But in this case, I can't adjust it here. I have to put it over here. Because in this case, I cell referenced. So I have to keep in mind that this number does not exist because that's not what my current cost per item is at the end of the month. So that means when I do transfer this amount over, I need to recalculate how much my cost per item is going to be, which is going to give me a total of $2.48.17. Okay? Because I end up adjusting my price at the end of the month. So in this case, I cannot change it here because I cell reference. So I would have to make that adjustment when I move and carry it on to the next accounting inventory period, okay? So in this case, in the month of August, I need to carry my 150 units, and it's going to be priced at this amount right here, okay? And I can highlight this if you want to, so you can make a reference point, okay? So, all right. And that is it for the inventory worksheet on what happens when we have purchases and purchase returns and allowance, sales, and sales returns and allowances, okay? All right, any questions in regards to this chapter 7 and 8 review? Yes.
Just not in this particular one, but the very last entry where
Okay.
the total balance of account payable, we are putting the total after all the return and then such we did before we get the invoice discount for meeting the discount date.
Yes, because in this case, right,
okay.
it's a condition. You don't get the
Okay.
discount until you pay. So in this
Okay.
case, I haven't paid for it yet, and that's one of the things that I still owe that money.
Yes. But all the discount we are getting for broken things and such should be updated by then. That's why the balance is 8,328. The reason I'm asking is because I ended up adding all the original balance, and then I took the discount of the broken mug and such. And then I realized why you did it the way you did, and then what I did.
Okay, because
Or
in this
different.
case, right,
Yeah.
for the first one, we charged it, but we end up reducing it.
Right there, yeah. So throughout the months, the balance of the account payable would be updated, right? That's why we have 8,328. Yes. Okay.
And there's okay, go ahead.
Oh, and then we are taking the discount term of $142.50 because we are paying the invoice then.
Correct.
Okay. Thank you.
So there is a much more easier way instead of having to go through our journal and figuring it out, right? Because what we just did right there was a T account, right? We end up saying, okay, I need to know what my current account balance is in my accounts payable account. So what I did was I looked at all of my accounts payable, which ones were credited, which ones were debited, right? I ended up doing a miniature T account without drawing it out. Now, there is a much faster way to be able to solve this, right? So when we dive into the actual fictitious business, we will be utilizing our general ledger. So in this case, right, I don't have a general ledger account because we're not there yet, right? I just want you to make sure where you're getting this number. But once you start using your account, your general ledger account, right, you don't need to calculate this number. You should be able to pull it up right away. Okay, especially because we're going to be introducing you to the subsidiary ledger, which gives you your account balance that you owe per vendor. All right, so that's even more quicker way to be able to see how much money you owe a particular person. Okay. All right, that is it for today. All right, so